morning, boys and girls, and happy Tuesday. I hope you're having a beautiful morning so far. Let's get started with our good morning song. Good morning, how are you? How are you? Very well, I thank you, very well, I thank you. How about you? How about you? Buenos días, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias, muy bien, gracias. ¿Y usted? ¿Y usted? Nice job, everyone. Let's do our Days of the Week song. Are you ready? Days of the week. 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 There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week. 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 Nice job. All right. Yesterday was Monday. Who can tell me what day it is today? It's right here. That's right. It's Tuesday. And what sound do you hear at the beginning of Tuesday? That's right. T for Tuesday. And the month, we have a new month. Do you remember what it is? It's April. And in April, the first letter says its name, A. April. And today's the 7th day of April. Let's do the year together. Are you ready? The year is 2020. The year is 2020. Nice job. Okay, today I have a story for you that's going to talk to us about what makes shadows change. We're going to learn about what makes them change. I want you to listen as I read our story and think about what happens to change the shadows. But first, I'm going to introduce you to some new words that are going to be in our story today. These are our amazing words. Our first word is annoy. Can you see that picture? Annoy. Annoy means that something bothers you. When something annoys you, it bothers you. Annoy means to bother you. When something annoys you, it bothers you. Can you say annoy with me? Annoy. Have you ever felt annoyed before? Maybe your brothers or sisters or somebody else, maybe a friend, bothered you a little bit. That's called being annoyed. All right. Our next word, what do their faces look like? Our next word is scare. If you scare something, you make it afraid. Or someone. If you scare someone, you make them afraid. These children look scared. The TV or the show must be scaring them. Can you say scare with me? Scare. Nice job. All right. Our last word for today is ground. There's the ground. The ground is the land that we walk on outside. This ground has grass and trees on it. Can you say ground with me? Ground. Good job. All right, we're going to read our story today. It's called Moon Bear's Shadow. This is the name of the story. Remember, the title tells us the name of the story. So our title is Moon Bear's Shadow. It is by Frank Ash. This person is the person who wrote the book. Do you remember what that's called? The person who writes the words? That's the author. All right, let's get started. One day, Bear went down to the pond with his fishing pole and a big can of worms. While he was putting a worm on his hook, he looked down and saw a big fish. I'm going to catch that fish, thought Bear to himself. Look at Bear sitting. He's sitting on that log to go fishing. I can see his shadow in front of him. What other shadow do you see in front of him? I see his fishing pole. And I can even see the shadow of the can from his worms. But when Bear stood up to throw his line in the water, his shadow scared the big fish away. Oh, man. Go away, Shadow, cried Bear. But Bear's shadow would not go away. Look, there's his shadow, and it scared the fish away. I wonder why Bear's shadow wouldn't go away. It frightened that fish. Okay, said Bear. If you won't go on your own, then I'll just have to get rid of you. And he put down his fishing pole and began to run. He ran around the pond. When he got to the other side, he kept on running. Do you see what's moving through the sky as he's running? I see the sun moving. It's going to different places in the sky. Is that changing his shadow? Maybe. He ran through a field of flowers, jumped over the brook, and hid behind a tree. A brook is like a little stream of water. Good, thought Bear. Now Shadow can't find me. Do you see his shadow is right below him now? It's right underneath him. The sun must be moving in the sky. But look, he's hiding behind the tree. And do you see his shadow? I don't, but I do see the tree's shadow. Maybe his shadow's hiding in there. Bear was wrong. When he stepped out from behind the tree, the first thing he saw was his shadow. It must have been hiding in the tree shadow, huh? Nearby was a cliff. Bear walked over to the cliff and looked up. I'll climb so high Shadow won't be able to follow me, thought Bear. What do you think? Will his shadow follow him? Let's find out. Bear climbed higher and higher until at last he pulled himself up to the top. Huffing and puffing, he smiled with pride. Then he looked down and saw Shadow. Oh my goodness, there it is again. It won't go away. Goodness. I wonder what Bear will do next to get rid of his shadow. What do you think? Now Bear was very annoyed. He was bothered. His shadow was bothering him. So he went home and got a hammer and some nails to nail his shadow to the ground. Do you think that could work? He hammered and hammered and hammered, but no matter how many nails he hammered, he couldn't nail his shadow down. It didn't stick, did it? But look, now all those nails look just like his shadow. If I can't nail him down, thought Bear, maybe I can bury him. Oh no! Bear wants to bury his shadow. He's going to dig a big hole. He got his shovel and dug a hole. When the hole was deep and wide, he let his shadow fall in the hole. Do you see it? It's down in there. I wonder if it will stay. If he buries it, he has to cover it with dirt, so I wonder if it'll stay down there when he covers it up all the way. Then Bear filled in the hole with dirt. When he was finished, it was almost noon. The sun was high in the sky, and Shadow was nowhere to be seen. At last, sighed Bear, no more shadow. So the sun is right above him, and he can't see his shadow. Do you see his shadow? But now Bear was very tired, so he went inside and took a little nap. I bet he was exhausted from all that running and climbing and hiding and digging. Oh my goodness. While Bear slept, time passed, and the sun once again cast shadows everywhere. Look, see how the sun is moving through the sky? It goes above, it moves farther down. And see how the shadows change as the sun moves? The lower it gets, the longer and taller the shadows are. When Bear got up and opened his door, he saw his shadow on the floor. "Not you again," exclaimed Bear, and he slammed the door, hoping to lock Shadow inside. But Shadow was too quick. Where did his shadow go now? It was on the floor here, and then where did it go? It's on the door. Goodness. Sighed Bear. How about this? If you let me catch a fish, I'll let you catch one too. Nod your head like this if it's a deal. When Bear nodded his head, Shadow nodded too. Why did his shadow nod too? So let me show you that picture, see? So Bear went back to the pond, and once again he threw his line into the water. By this time, the sun was in a different part of the sky, which made it easy for Shadow to keep his part of the deal. Where's the sun? All the way over here. And so where is Bear's shadow? It's over here, kind of behind him a little more, isn't it? And when Bear caught that fish, Shadow caught one too. See, look. And now Bear has a shadow and the fish has a shadow. That's pretty different from the beginning of the story. Look how his shadow is almost behind him. It's kind of next to him, and the fish's shadow is there too, right? In the very beginning, where was Bear's shadow? It was in front of him. And that's why it scared the fish away. It went right over the top of the fish and it scared him. It scared the fish. So, what made Bear's shadow change size and even disappear as the day went on? Do you remember? Let's see. What changed? Do you see where the sun is? In the beginning, the sun is behind Bear, right? And then it moves across the sky as the day goes on, and his shadow starts to change until the sun was above him. And then what happened to his shadow? Was it there anymore? No, it kind of disappeared. He couldn't see it anymore. So he took a nap, and then when he woke up from his nap, what happened? Oh, while he was sleeping, what happened? Look, the sun moved through the sky. So that when he did wake up, his shadow was where? It was behind him. And then he was able to keep his deal with his shadow. And he caught a fish, and his shadow caught a fish. Because the sun was on the other side of the sky, so his shadow was behind him. All right, my friends. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed our story, and I can't wait to do some more literacy with you tomorrow. We'll go over our words again, our concept words with the yellow cards, and we'll do some more letters and letter sounds and some phonology. I hope you have a beautiful day today. I want you to try something while you're playing with your siblings or your cousins or with an adult. I want you to go outside, and I want you to see where your shadow is throughout the day. If you have chalk and you have a sidewalk, you could even have someone trace your shadow, and you could trace their shadow and see where your shadows move throughout the day. Okay, give it a try and let me know how it goes. Can't wait to hear from you all, and I miss you all very much, my class. I hope you have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow. Bye.